Hello, hello, it's Agnes, and today I am going to go through in a little bit more detail the whole concept of everyone is you pushed out. Rasha and Dita V and Love Changes Everything, all three of you have contacted me and put comments in the threads about this particular thing. So I've got what you've written and I'm going to break it down and explain a little bit further. So, before I go through that, I'm just going to explain very briefly what is meant by everything is you pushed out, okay? So you as a human being, you've got thoughts, you've got feelings, and you've got beliefs. Beliefs being thoughts that you keep thinking over and over. That's what a belief is, as Abraham Hicks explained so well. So all that goes out, and then people, especially in the case of a lot of you having a specific person in mind or attracting someone, they then act out all the thoughts, all the feelings, all the beliefs that you have about them. So if you think, oh, they don't contact me enough, then they're not going to contact you enough. If you think they don't do enough romantic things for me, then they're going to not do enough romantic things for you. Or they're not kind, they're not loving. If you push that out, meaning you project that out to them, then that is the role you have assigned them. So therefore, what happens is they give you the exact photocopy of what you think about them. They will also reflect back to you what you think about you, in terms of I'm not worthy, or I am loved, or I am beautiful, or I'm not good enough. It could be a mixed bag of nuts there. Whatever you've got going on about you, they will reflect that back to you, what you believe about yourself. It's also what is pushed out from you in terms of what you believe about women. If you're dating women, what you believe about men. If you're dating men, it doesn't matter whether you're gay or straight. None of that matters. It is basically the thing that is emitted from you is then taken on by that person. And then they show up in your life as a reflection of all that's going on within you. It's also the reflection of what you think about love, what you think about relationships, what you think about yourself, and what you think about men or them, men or man or woman, okay? So Rasha has asked, is there a reality, or do we create it? Or do we just create? The only reality that you experience is the reality that you project, okay? So every single person can have a totally different experience, and you can see that in your life. Different people have different experiences with money, different people have different experiences with love, different people have different experiences with work, different people have different experiences with all the other things that they want to attract. Now, that is because everybody has different thoughts about things, different feelings about things, and different beliefs about things, depending on, and this is usually where it starts, the family beliefs and the people around you, like your first teachers, your grandparents may have been around to look after you. It might have been your aunties and uncles. It might have been the kids that live next door, their parents. It is your main influences when you were young will really shape what you believe in your early teens, and then in your 20s, and then in your 30s. And then, of course, as you become an adult, you start to change those things by getting on YouTube, or you've got different teachers at university, or you've got, different people that you live with, flatmates or brothers and sisters, whoever. And of course, people can evolve as adults because you don't need to continue believing what it was that you were taught as children by the main caregivers, okay? So, the other part, Rasha, you said, do we channel energy or do we create holographs. Now, what I was saying about holograms really, is, you know, in like children's cartoons and things, you see like somebody standing there and then this hologram appears. It's like it looks like a person, but it's only like one dimensional. That's the projection that child sees in that cartoon or in that, you know, whatever they're watching. So that was just an example to show you that it's the same. This is how our stuff gets projected out and then it appears as a person. So often people say, okay, you know, I was in that relationship and then we broke up and then, you know, I found somebody else some years later and they're saying the exact same things to me, or I'm having exactly the same issues. And the reason that happens is because it's a hologram, meaning it doesn't matter who the person is. If you haven't changed, you encounter exactly the same things. You're projecting exactly the same stuff about you, about relationships, about them, and they're not doing, or they're not giving, or they're not. Okay? So then you're getting, again, the exact thing that you are putting out. Okay? People are really just always like puppets around you, and not in a negative way. They are acting according to what you believe about them and about yourself. So it's always going back to those things. If somebody in front of you is doing something that you don't like, or you feel like you're not getting enough, or you're not, you know, someone's not responding the way you'd like, ask yourself one very important question. What is it that I'm thinking, feeling, and believing about me, about them, about relationships, about love, about this situation, that I've got this in front of me, rather than doing the thing that 95% of people do, which is, why are they treating me this way? Why am I getting this? I don't deserve this. I deserve respect. I. You can do that, but if it, you know, does it get you anywhere is my question. Because this is coming up again and again and again in emails and in coaching sessions, that this thing of they are doing something. What they're doing is exactly what you have projected about you, about them. Okay? So if you can rewind and really look at what have I been thinking and feeling that I'm getting this in front of me, it will help you to get out of what is going on. Okay? So, yes, Rasha, we do create holograms, meaning the person in front of us is the hologram and we are creating it. And that's not just in terms of relationships, it's in terms of money, it's in terms of what job you have, it's in terms of the relationships you have with family, it's in terms of where you live, it's in terms of how your body looks and feels, in terms of weight, in terms of health, in terms of your general feeling good experience on the planet. All and every single subject is you emitting out and you experiencing the effects of your thoughts, your feelings, and beliefs. Okay? So, that is that part. Now, let's go to Dita V. Let me just look on my phone. Now, her thing said, her little comment, you are one of the very few people who talk about how everyone is you pushed out. I'm familiar with Neville's work, and Bashar talks a bit about it too. Through Double Slit, modern science explains how every other person is in wave form, and you attract the version of them you are most vibrational matched to. Yes. But does that mean there are infinite versions of the same person? or it's just one person, but you happen to come across them where they match your particular vibe. So yes, to part 2, you happen to come across them when they match your particular vibe, okay? Yes, that part is definitely what you experience in them. Yet, another person might experience them totally differently because that person has different thoughts, beliefs, and feelings about them. So, I hope that that's explained it a little bit further, because some people were talking about I'm pushing out. It's not you that's pushing out. You're projecting, and then they are you pushed out. It's them that's you pushed out, okay? So see if you can understand that a little bit better. And if you've got any questions that I haven't answered, then put it in the thread. But yes, the whole thing, and I'm going to recap it one more time, that if you can ask yourself the question, if there's someone in front of you not doing something or treating you badly, or it's not happening the way you want to with anyone, it doesn't have to be the specific person, then ask yourself the question, what is it that I am thinking, feeling, and believing about them that I have got this thing in front of me that I don't want, okay? So that's it. I need a cup of tea. I need one now.